I actually liked
Freddy?
the remake of Friday the 13th.
We found him. We found the guy. We found the guy.
I did.
Who liked
Jared Padalecki?
Yeah. We found him. We found the guy
because
who liked
let me tell you why. Because it was a remake of bad movies. The original movies were fucking awful. It was like 2 and 10 were kind of fun, but that's about it. And it streamlined all the nonsense, and it was like a solid, not particularly good, but it was a perfectly fine slasher. And I'm like, finally, a Jason movie that I don't have to be ashamed of watching. And I was like, okay, you can make another Jason movie out of that.
Guys, I'll tell you right now.
Jonathan?
A large portion of my childhood was made up of watching these Friday the 13th movies, and I am not ashamed of any of them. The man to my left is someone who hasn't even seen Jason 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. He admitted that to me the other day. So when you take his opinion, understand that it's not a complete,
I did not
knowledgeable
admit that to you the other
opinion.
day.
You said you had not seen Jason Takes Manhattan.
I said I hadn't seen it since I was a kid.
Oh, I thought you said you hadn't seen it at all.
No.
But listen, you got to understand, like, these movies were cheesy and fun for a reason, and they weren't necessarily bad movies.
Oh, no, they were actually, quite by necessity, bad movies.
Please, no. These movies were
Look,
highly
I
entertaining.
appreciate that you watched these films a lot in your childhood, but you know what? I masturbated a lot in my childhood, but I don't claim it had artistic value.
Listen, these were. It
was really fun, but it had no artistic value.
Is these movies served a purpose, just like your masturbation.
Yeah, exactly.
And this was mine. These movies.
This is what Jonathan did instead of masturbating. We've learned a lot about Jonathan's growth.
Hold on, he's gonna kill Kurt. These movies were fun, and you can look at them and say, yeah, that was a time in cinema where these movies were popular, just like you're going to be able to see the Saw movies and be like, that was the early 2000s. I have no animosity
towards the Friday the 13th movies.
And that's what, they had heart. This one that just came out didn't have any fucking heart.
3 had no heart. 3 had no heart whatsoever, dude.
You're watching a movie where they're like, oh, how are they going to bring Jason back? And a bunch of people are fucking around with his grave. And you're like, of course, this is how they're going to bring him back. You know what I mean? Even Jason X, they're like, this is how they're going to bring him back. Even as recently as Freddy vs. Jason, they have fun with this character.
Sure.
There was no fun. There was no fun to be had.
But let me tell you something. Here's the problem with the Friday the 13th movies is that it took them about 6 movies to find the fun. They didn't know what that character was. They were constantly reinventing that character with every single film, trying to figure out the way it worked. This one jump-started it. This one got right to it. This one burned through 4 movies worth of plot.
He killed a couple retards in number 5, and the dude in an outhouse.
He wasn't in number 5.
When he stabs that fucking thing, and the dude's in the outhouse singing,
that was
Baby,
cool, but that wasn't Jason.
Phenomenal.
That wasn't Jason.
But it was a Friday the 13th movie.
I appreciate that, but you can't say that Michael Myers is behind the events of Season of the Witch.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
it was a Halloween movie.
You're dismissing the movie franchise.
I'm not dismissing
I'm like,
I'm not dismissing it. I'm just saying it wasn't particularly good.
It was great. I'll go beyond good, and I'll say I will watch any Friday the 13th movie that's on TV at any time except for the new one. I'm sorry, Bibbs.
Okay.
But the new one was dull. It's fine.
I, in contrast, will be masturbating.
But Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's the difference. The movie comes on TV. Jonathan goes, "Oh, this one's awesome. She's got psychic powers." And Bibiani's in the back going, "I'm doing something."
Hey! I'll be in another room. That's just gross.
How's it going there, Bibbs? Shut up! You're killing my concentration.
So far, everything's coming out okay.
You know what? If they go back to the fun of having like a Freddy versus Jason, if they go back to like what I feel is the fun of it,
I loved Freddy versus
comic
Jason.
book
Freddy
style
was
of
fun.
it.
Yeah, that was better than it had
that.
any right to be. It was a delightful little romp. I love Jason X. Jason X.
Fun.
They had a lot of fun with Jason X. Jason X was a competent, well-made movie farce.
Jason Takes Manhattan is just ridiculous. One of the best.
He doesn't get to Manhattan for like the last half hour.